Nothing is good or bad. It is the thinking that makes it so. You see, in life, you can either have an empowering mindset, a victorious mindset, or a victim mindset. If you have a victorious mindset, it doesn't matter what life throws at you. When life gives you lemon, you make lemonade. Your attitude determines your altitude. Michael Ogunshola here again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks to my existing subscribers and thanks to the new subscribers. Your subscription means a lot. It keeps the community growing and it helps us to reach more people. You see, what happens to you is not as powerful as what happens in you. The same event can happen to two people, but they will respond differently. And that's why I want to talk about this subject that says nothing is really good or bad. It is the thinking that makes it so. I'm reminded of Napoleon Hill. If you know Napoleon Hill, the author of the popular best-selling classic, Think and Grow Rich. He's a teacher of principles and philosophy, and he was confronted with a daunting reality. A reality that would have made the average person feel sad and depressed. What was that reality? He had a child. The child was born without ears, and he believed that that child will speak normal and also hear. So even when the child was a baby, he began to make all sorts of experiments to see how he can communicate with that baby. And he would later find out that there is a bone that connects to sound somewhere around his head. And when he places his lips around that place, there is a reaction. And he began to speak to that spot. And over time, he used that spot to communicate with that child. And that child will later grow to communicate like every other person. He in fact told that child that it is an advantage that he's born this way. He sowed that seed into that child, and that child grew up normal, and he lives in society and is a successful young man. And of course, the rest is history. The only reason why that happened is because of this man's mindset. You see, in life, you can either have an empowering mindset, a victorious mindset, or a victim mindset. If you have a victorious mindset, it doesn't matter what life throws at you. When life gives you lemon, you make lemonade. It is those experiences that make us, not mar us. It is called actually crucibles. Point is, nothing is good or bad. It is the thinking that makes it so. What is your perception of that experience? What is your mindset? You know, when it comes to mindset, you have a positive mindset and you have a negative mindset. When I'm in conversation with people, before 5 minutes of having interaction with you, I can actually tell if you have a growth mindset or a fixed mindset. I can actually tell if you are positive or negative. Part of what I'm saying is in Africa and Nigeria, we have a vast majority of people that their mindset really is not empowering. I was talking to somebody that we were in a conversation and he identified the problem and I gave him three solutions. And he's like, hello, sir. You have given me three options. I say, yes, I gave you three solutions because I am solution conscious, not problem conscious. You see, it's very easy to identify problem at any given point in time. And that's why somebody said you can spend 5% of time identifying the problem and 95% creating solution. Don't spend more time on problem. Spend less time identifying problem and more time creating solution, because it is solution blueprints that people will use to rise, that people will ride on, and people will maximize and take advantage of. Your mindset will take you very far. Your mindset can limit you. Your mindset can transform your life. You know, the popular author also, John C. Maxwell. John C. Maxwell wrote The Difference Maker. How that he believes that attitude is the difference maker. Imagine, being in a building site where two people are working on a project, and somebody asked them, "What are you doing?" And one of them said, "Can't you see I'm breaking my back and I'm laying bricks?" And they asked the other man, "What are you doing?" And he said, "I am building a cathedral." That's the power of positive mindset. That's the power of understanding that nothing is good or bad, only thinking makes it so. Because the man that sees himself building a cathedral, he has seen the big picture, he has seen the grand scheme of things. And that's actually how you should approach life. Always see the big picture and the grand scheme of things. Don't be caught up in that mundane hardship of today, because a time is coming that which you are experiencing that you consider hardship will become a testimony, because after your trial come triumph. For every triumphant victory you see today, there is a trial process that he has been through. You celebrate his triumph, you have forgotten his trial. You look at Joseph, there is the 3 P's that Joseph went through. Joseph went from Potiphar's house to prison before palace. You see, it is his understanding of this subject that nothing is good or bad, only thinking makes it so, that helped him to navigate through those murky seasons of his life. And like him, you will go through murky seasons of life. When you are in those murky seasons and muddy waters, what do you do? How do you keep yourself intact? Do you believe that these too shall pass? Do you understand? Can you just see that it's not forever, it is temporary? Because in the grand scheme of things, if you have a vision, you are going somewhere and you're on a trajectory. It will not take long before you get to the other side. Understand the long-term game. So play the long-term game, not the short-term game. Your perception of reality matters. If you perceive things wrongly, you will live a wrong life. There is a way you will stand. It's like when you are in a building, when you are, maybe let's say you are inside the building and there is something outside. The way you will see that thing that is outside will be different from the person closer to it outside. That's how powerful perception is. What lenses are you using to experience the world? The lenses you are using to experience the world determines your perception. The same experience, the same reality you are complaining about, somebody else is grateful for it. If you feel like things are not working and you are just, you want to give up, you want to throw in the towel, you want to commit suicide, that which you want to commit suicide for, people are even going through a more dire situation. There is a debt crisis in Nigeria. A lot of people are in debt because of the downturn in economy. Guess what? If you kill yourself because you're in debt, the institutions you have a financial obligation to will still continue to exist. It's just that you will not be around. So don't be under any pressure to do anything negative, because nothing is good or bad, only thinking makes it so. So if you're going through some bad experience if you're going through an experience you have typed a bad one, try to ask yourself, how can I reprogram this reality? Let's say, for instance, you are owing people. Find a way to reach out to them and work out a plan that I am not in a good place financially, I'm not lazy, things are not just working. I've lost money, but trust me, I will work on your repayment. It was Olakule showing us some many years ago in sometime between 2006, 07, during that global recession. He lost a lot of money, a lot of clients' money. He said everyone in uniform was looking for him, but he did not go under. He said that season of his life taught him that there is no financial difficulty you cannot overcome. And that's actually my encouragement to you. It is your attitude that will determine how you will manage that situation. And that's why, embrace the victorious mindset. Embrace positive mindset. Be optimistic. Optimism is free. Take up optimism. But don't just practice blind optimism. Try to have a plan to fix things. And I tell you, you'll be glad you did. I remain Michael Ogunchola. Many thanks for being a part of the conversation. You are created for peak performance. Go for it.